Law and Order is a photo project about criminal justice in 4 different countries. Colombia, France, Uganda and the US, Georgia in particular. The main question I'm trying to raise is the question how we handle crime. It seems to be obvious that we put people in prison. So I guess you could say that is the punishing part, the act of revenge. But on the other hand, of course, there is the aspect of correction. The department in Georgia that handles the prisons is called the Department of Corrections. Now, to be honest, most of what I've seen was punishment and not that much correction. I think we as a society have to reconsider this and the balance between these 2 aspects. Now, I do know that this discussion is ongoing among specialists, but I think photography is a wonderful means of reaching the general public. So that is what I'm aiming for. One of the means I use in my photography, one of the instruments, is the paradox. And to give you one example, there's a photograph which I made in a Ugandan prison, where a man in a white shirt, which indicates that he has a death sentence, is giving biology lessons to other prisoners. And if you look at the way the man stands, it's very elegant. It's almost as if he's dancing. There's beautiful light. On the other hand, of course, there is clear harshness. The man has been sentenced to death. So I think these kind of paradoxes within the image stimulate people to come up with questions and to think. The Law and Order book, which I intend to publish, should contain 60, 70 photographs, and next to the photographs the book will contain an introduction by an acquaintance of mine called Michiel Scholtes, a Dutchman who spent 7 years in French prisons, and he is describing what this experience does. What does it do to one's mind? I thought that was an interesting contribution. Then the Max Planck Institute for Foreign and International Criminal Law in Freiburg in Germany has contributed 4 pieces about the legal system and aspects of the criminal law, crime rates, the position of pregnant women, the situation of mental patients, things like that. And we will add infographics about aspects of criminal law in these 4 countries as well as in some other relevant countries. So I would like to ask you kindly to contribute to bringing about this book. I think it's important. I think it is interesting photography about a very relevant aspect of society, and I would be very grateful if you would contribute.